So we were kind of eyes and ears for some of the family members of Gabby. And then when Brian Laundrie was missing, it did something in us because we were kind of upset about that. And we felt that the mom and dad knew something, so we ended up just taking what we do politically and applying that in the situation of Gabby Petito, and it got, you know, national and worldwide attention that we weren't anticipating. And then of course, you know, some of the work that we did, and we never left that Myakkahatchee Environmental Park. We knew he was there, yet law enforcement packed up all of their crew, all of their equipment, and moved it 45 minutes into the swamp. And so we were just very tenacious. We got a group of people. We had, we did this as a group effort trying to locate Brian. We got within 500 yards of him, but we didn't see him. That's kind of how I met Justin on TikTok. That was his name, Chronicles of Olivia. That's when we actually worked with White Boy Lockdown and his wife out there. It was a good working relationship. We never anticipated Molly and them getting into a fight and then them turning it into a war with people that had nothing to do with the original argument anyways. And you see the unhealthy behavior. But after that situation, nobody wanted anything to do with them because of how they acted. So they just harbor a lot of hurt feelings over the Gabby Petito. And we were still curious about the case. So we ended up going across the country following Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito's trip, which led us to Spread Creek, where her body was ultimately found. And then we covered the case of Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner while we were there, and those were other two people that crossed paths with Kylan Schulte and Brian and Gabby. And we reported some information we found following that case to a lieutenant there, and come to find out the person that was identified that we were looking at as a strong suspect ended up being the person that committed their homicide. So then we moved on to the Summer Wells case. You know, people wanted us to go look at this and look at that.
Wow.
And we were having some success in the work that we were doing. So it kind
Hanging
of ended
herself.
up just going from helping someone and a family to really taking on a life of its own. And here we are, 4 or 5 years later, still trying to advocate for victims, So it was very, very organic, and I think a lot of people that do this stuff, I don't know how we got here, but we're here, and that to me, I have to attribute to something guiding, such as God guiding us to the truth. I don't know, it's just something that I never anticipated doing, but here we are. It wasn't part of the life plan. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes life takes you on different paths that you're not, you weren't expecting. This is one for me. This was one for me. So let's get over to the nuts and bolts of this. But we had a good conversation on TikTok today, so we'll be dropping that probably in about a couple hours, maybe 3 hours or so. I guess got to get it. Throw it in there, put a couple little beep, 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 beeps on it, and then I'll get it all set up. So we'll see you guys back here at around, I don't know, later this evening, and we'll have a discussion then. So rock it out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And until next time, say it with me, please be safe, but more importantly, kind to one another. All right, guys, have a great day. God bless you. And if you guys hear anything, keep your ears to the ground and send anything that you guys find to bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. That's how we are able to know things like the unscrupulous UTI is fired, right? We would not learn that if it wasn't for people with their ears to the ground and their tentacles all over the place. So, guys, thank you, and we'll see you soon.